I think we already have Sweta and Pranjal. So, Sweta, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone. So I'm Shweta here from Reclaim Protocol, and I'm one of the lead engineers over there building Reclaim. So just a brief introduction about Reclaim Protocol is Reclaim is like you can access any data from the websites, even if the websites do not have any APIs, and you can also create a proof out of that data. Yeah.
Amazing.
So
Pranjal, could
more
you
about
go
it
next?
maybe in the next conversations that we'll be having over here.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Pranjal, could you go next?
Yeah. Hey, hi everyone. My name is Pranjal.
I think I lost you, or is it me?
I think even I lost his voice.
Okay, maybe Vasco could do the introduction first, and then we'll go back to Pranjal.
Yeah,
I
sure.
yeah, sure. I hope I'm audible now.
Pancho, go ahead. Yeah, you're audible now.
It shows that it's getting connected. Okay, I will wait for Pranjal to come back online. Maybe we could go next so that we could get the conversation started.
Yeah, absolutely. I can kick off. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, yep.
Amazing. Yeah. First of all, thank you very much for having me. I'm Vasco, part of the ecosystem growth team at Say Labs. Been working for Say for more than a year now, and as you all know, we are headed towards our mainnet launch pretty soon. So very excited to discuss about that, and very excited to be on this space with you guys. So yeah, thanks again.
We also have Blessing here from Circle. Blessing, would you like to go next?
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Blessing. I'm a senior advocate, developer advocate at Seco for the EMEA region. I'm excited to be here and looking forward to this session. Thank you.
I think we missed Pranjal. But yeah, so our last conversation was more on the lines of whether DeFi is ready for mass adoption. And we did come to a single point of conversation, which is again, like, user experience. So that also kind of translates well into the next topic that we are going to talk about, which is what's next for the crypto landscape. Maybe, hey, Pranjal, you're back. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hope I'm audible now.
Yes, yes, yes. Please go ahead. We'd like to have your
Sure.
introduction.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Pranjal. I'm founder and CEO of WeFi. We are building a leverage vault, omni-chain DeFi solution, third generation, offering under collateralization as one of the key offering.
Amazing. So, guys, we were just coming to the topic, which is what's next for the crypto landscape. I mean, we have been talking on the lines of account abstraction. I think ECC was also a lot about account abstraction this time. So there's account abstraction, there's user experience, there's mass adoption. All these words are being thrown around. So, what do you think is the next thing in the crypto landscape that's going to take us forward? Blessing, maybe you could start.
Yeah, so I was here for the previous session as well, and I think what was discussed in the previous session kind of flows into this session as well. So, what will take us to that mass adoption, I think, is really to call it out again, user onboarding experience. Once we can abstract a lot of complexities and help other people in terms of other users in natively in the Web3 space, and even users that are coming from Web2 easily onboard them to build on top of Web3. Uh, we can easily get to mass adoption. And also, looking back to what you talk about account abstractions, I think once we start, for example, what we have at Seco, we just launched something today called programmable wallet. Is one of our pillar products to be able to help mass adoption and champion this adoption into building on top of Web3 easily. And what we've seen and what we've heard from a lot of people is that a lot of feedback is that this type of product we're going to see further down the line this year, to the end of this year, also into next year, product that would help abstract a lot of complexity and easily to build on top of Web3. So I will pass on to other speakers so that I don't take too much time explaining.
Amazing. I think Vasco definitely would be a good addition on forwarding this conversation. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. To totally agree on the previously stated points. By the way, I really believe that UX is definitely one big thing that we're missing right now in the crypto space to really enable, um, the adoption of crypto applications to the wider retail users. I would say that it's probably a mix of the two, right? We also need a lot of applications with product market fit. As of right now, we have few in crypto. But it is also true that if you're familiar with the infrastructure application cycle, that as infrastructure improves, we're gonna have the tools to make those applications possible. So I'm really bullish on the current developments that we're seeing in the crypto space on the infra side. You mentioned account abstraction, wallets is a big one as well. Obviously, we're trying to do our part at Say with a chain that can support very, very fast transactions, a seamless experience for Web3 users. And I really believe that these innovations are the ones that are going to drive the sort of next builders, the builders of the next generation applications, and those are the ones that are going to really attract the next wave of users. So probably mix of infra and apps.
Absolutely. Pranjal, what would you have to say about that? I mean, of course, there's one thing like, like perfecting the infrastructure and then creating, building the tooling on top of that. We've been really bullish on, say, and circles developments that are going on in Web3. Maybe Pranjal could add to that.
Sure. So, of course, a lot of valid points has already been covered so far. On top of that, I believe building some different level of infrastructures like insurance. I think these type of innovation and implementation would give a lot of comfort to institutions who want to jump into in DeFi. But right now, they have their own limitation. So again, on infrastructure side, but a different level of like omni-chain solutions, right? What Circle is doing across different chain. These type of fundamental building blocks will enable the next level of adoption. Of course, UI, UX, and ease of transacting on these platforms, depth, liquidity depth, and all these are critical. But if we move away from these top 2, 3 criteria, then the other things like insurance, omni-chain solutions, liquidity, these things make sense.
Of course. What do you have to say about it, Sweta?
Yeah, so my fellow speakers had really good points about it. So I would just like to add on top of it. I would just I have just 2 points. One is regarding the DeFi that we discussed right now. So what we are saying in the DeFi space is we need to also verify that there are no fraudulent transactions happening. There are the traders or the people who are involving in the trade, they are not fraudsters, right? So we need to have a kind of a verification system that we can import a verification system based on the Web2 data that we can utilize maybe, and so that the DeFi space becomes more and more secure, right? And for example, say for example, say we can create a proof, or the users who are trying to trade on the DeFi platforms, if they can share a proof of their transaction history, or if they have the valid balance in their account, so that we can give them the right channel of, say for example, process, that they can trade, or like whatever the thing is on the platform. So I think that is one thing that will be becoming huge. Next, I would like to add on top of account abstraction. Account abstraction, no doubt, is really a very big leap in the way the UX has been happening in the Web3 ecosystem. It has helped users to use their Web2 data, I mean their email IDs and all, to create or say create IDs or do the transactions. But what if I say that if someone is building a DApp that wants to verify if someone has had ordered recently on Amazon, or they had purchased an item on Amazon, and they want to do some smart contract transactions based on that, right? So how you can even import data that is not available okay, that are not available through the APIs. So importing Web2 data to Web3, to the blockchain ecosystem, without even hampering the personal information about the users. So I think that would make the whole Web3 ecosystem more interoperable with Web2. That is what I think would be the next big thing. Yeah.
Great, great insights, guys. We are going to close this panel very soon. So I'd like to, do you guys have any closing thoughts on what would be that one thing that you're looking forward to in terms of what's next for the crypto landscape?
I think role of compliance from my side, the way compliance has evolved in last couple of quarters, I think it's another area where all of us are nervously looking forward to.
Okay. What about you, Vasco?
I want to have a little bit more of a positive take. I'm very bullish about SocialFi. So that's a trend that we're looking at very closely, and looking forward to see what the new innovations are in that space. But yeah, obviously, I second the Pranjal comment as well. Like, let's see how regulation treats us in the next couple of years too.
Absolutely, absolutely. A blessing.
So I like to agree with what Vasco just said as well. Regulations, especially for example, we at Tech we look forward to like a lot of these regulations as well. So helping us push towards that mass adoption, because with regulations, a lot of people would feel safer and okay to build on top of Web3. So we hope to compliance and regulations playing the space really nicely and enable a lot of people to build in the space.
Amazing. Sweta, would you like to add any last thoughts?
Okay, I would just say one line, like a time where people would stop calling Web2 or Web3. It is just the web, where people won't know what's happening behind the hood.
Amazing, amazing.